Hello everyone, welcome back to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at the Son of Neptune, chapter 46, Continuing Frank. Now in this chapter, a lot of stuff happens. This is a really satisfying chapter because a lot of cool stuff happened, a lot of things are going on. In the first part, it starts with Frank holding his piece of wood and thinking fire, and it starts to burn, and he uses that special fire to start melting the chains of Thanatos. And as that fire is burning, Frank's life flashes before his eyes. That's what we call one's life flashes before their eyes, for his or her eyes, is when you're about ready to die and all your memories in life comes back to you. And so this is happening, and Frank is remembering some things from his life, especially his mom saying, you can be anything. He breaks one chain and he goes to another one, and he's breaking that chain, and he looks back and he sees Percy. And Percy is just fighting like a whirlwind. It's like a hurricane is around Percy, and he's just fighting a bunch of ghosts. And then Percy's actually leaving Frank undefended. But the ghosts aren't attacking Frank. Percy is heading for the flag bearer, the golden eagle that the Roman soldiers had lost long ago. And he's fighting towards this person, defeats him, maybe that happens a little bit later, and grabs the golden eagle. And then he says, "If you want it back, come get me." And he runs away. And of course, all the ghosts follow him. Because even though they know that maybe they should be fighting Frank, and that's the orders of Alcyones, their brains are a little fuzzy, but their Roman heart is still there. And they know they should be protecting the standard bearer. And so they all rush towards Percy. Frank says, Thanatos says, "Hey, watch where you're burning your life." Frank looks down, and he's already melted the chain, and he's just let the fire go. He goes to the next one, and he actually switches hands and starts to burn that one. He gets more memories, thinking about his mom, his grandma, and about them changing into maybe a bear or a bird. Finally, he melts both of the chains. Thanatos is free. And all Thanatos does is smile. And he says, "Yes, the ones that die will stay dead." That's it. And then Frank runs off to go help his friends. So he's running because he thinks he needs to go help Percy, when he hears a yell, "Ah!" And Hazel gets hit. And so even though Percy looks like he's about ready to be overwhelmed, Percy's like, "Go help Hazel!" And Frank runs off to help Hazel. And things aren't looking good for Percy. He's kind of slowing down as he's attacking. The hurricane around him isn't as strong. But Frank runs to go help Hazel. And this is when finally he's just running so slow he thinks, "I need to go faster. Come on, go faster." And his feet start to lift off the ground. And then he thinks to himself, "Remember the eagles. Be an eagle, come on." He feels so confident and such power. His little stick is like this big. And he transforms into an eagle. And he flies up and flies down and attacks Alcyones' face, scratching it. And Alcyones falls backwards. Frank lands onto the ground, a normal human or demigod. And then Hazel's like, "What?" And then Alcyones is like, "I'm gonna get you for that." And then Frank runs after him. He thinks about the bear that his mom saved him from. Just muscles. He runs towards Alcyones. And even though Alcyones is much bigger than the bear, this is a lot of weight. And when Frank hits Alcyones, he knocks him over. And then with Frank's huge bear claws, just starts boom, 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 punching and scratching Alcyonus in the face. Boo, boo, boo. And his face is made out of metal, if you remember, and it's like grr, 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 caving in, and oil is leaking out from the scratches. Oh, and Alcyonus kind of not laughs, but he's like, I'm gonna kill you. You can't kill me here. This is my home now. And Frank gets an idea. As he's hitting Alcyonus's face, he takes a rope out of his bag. He transforms back into human form. He wraps it around Alcyonus. He throws it to Hazel, and he's like, how far can Arion take Alcyonus? And Hazel's like, you changed to a bird. You changed to a bear. What? And he's like, just go. And at that same time, Hazel's like, what about Percy? Frank's like, oh, Percy. He looks over. Oh, man. It's not looking good for Percy. He's almost surrounded. He's at the edge of the glacier. And Frank looks over at him. Percy! Percy sees that Alcyonus has been kind of at least damaged. He's like, go! I don't know if he can hear them, but he mouths it. And then he takes his sword into the ice, and the whole thing starts to go down, and a huge wave splashes up, covering all of the spirit warriors, and Percy goes over the edge. And that is the end of this chapter. Whew, man, it was a good chapter. A lot of action, a lot of things going on. Finally, Frank uses his power. Oh, it was so cool. Whinny. That's the kind of sound a horse makes. You know, that kind of sound. Odd is like, whoa. If you think of awesome, wow. Odd means like, whoa. Feeling this feeling. Yelped. This is when Hazel gets hit. That kind of sound. Acrid. This like stinky or sour, or if you imagine like a burnt piece of toast, it kind of smells like, oh, not that good. And Frank's life's wood kind of smells acrid. Toppled means to fall over. If you've ever played the game Jenga with the blocks, right? And you put the blocks on top and on top and on top, and then it topples over. It falls over. And that's what happened to Alcyonus when Frank hit him in bear form. Discussion question is, who would you have helped? Hazel is sitting there with Arion. Percy is by himself, just battling an army of ghosts. And Frank has to pick which one to go to. Who would you have saved or helped, and why? Of course, please make your own discussion questions. That's all the time that we have for today, but thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.